Good morning, welcome back to the Scooby Dooby Hunter YouTube channel. We are on a walk here with my friend Bear. 10 out of 10 dog really, one of the fields we're always on. I mean, honestly, if you've watched one of these videos, you've watched all these videos, but still watch please, I quite enjoy it. Seeing number go up make me happy. You know, average ADHD moment I guess, but this morning's been quite a busy one. I woke up at 5 AM this morning, purely so I could finish Halo 2 and walk the dog before I had to go to work today. Halo 2 has, in fact, been beat. It was quite a fun completion, if I'm being honest. It's got me really looking forward to 3, with how it's ended, and I'm quite looking forward to editing this down. I'm not looking forward to editing 8 hours of gameplay into what I'm hoping is going to be 1 hour of coherent gameplay. My first 2 Halo retrospective videos, which I guess what they are. The footage doesn't line up with what I'm talking about because I recorded it all afterwards. I just made one bulk long video. This one I'm going to try and match up my topics to different clips from the game from my playthrough. I'm probably going to record my voiceover in separate notes as well this time, but I haven't quite decided that yet. Bear is sniffing whatever this is. I quite like making these vlogs of walking Bear because I like talking, but my missus is always asleep when I come out, and I've got no one else to talk to on these walks. I'm an early morning bird, and frankly, no one else in my life really is. Especially where I live. I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. This is, I think I've said before, 5-minute walk from my yard, but what can we say, what can we do? Bear really is just like bouncing about at the moment. Yeah, I'll be honest, this vlog isn't going to have many spot reviews, isn't going to have much, spot standing out. It's literally just going to be walking around with a dog, waffling a bit of shit, really, isn't it? Yeah, I finished making my Halo Reach video. It's actually quite funny. I made my Halo Combat Evolved video and completely had finished it about a week before I'd even started recording my voiceover for my Halo Reach video. And the Reach video had to come out first because I'm playing the games in chronological order, uploading them in chronological order on the playlist on this YouTube channel. I'll leave a link in the description to it. So I had to finish Reach. The way I got myself to finish it was I scheduled the Combat Evolve upload for a week and a half's time, and I had to get the Reach video out a week before the Combat Evolve video comes out, and I did. So sometimes you've got to put a time crunch on yourself and a bit of pressure on yourself to make you finish tasks. You know, I have nothing else to do on my days off, so I might as well do that. I'm just going to just stay sniffing that, so I'm going to keep on walking. You guys get a bit of me now. Yeah, I mean, it's really fun playing through games again. I know it's a bit weird to say like, oh, video games are fun, but yeah, video games are fun, and it's been quite a long time since I have enjoyed one to this degree. I don't exactly like, I mean, I've beat 3 video games in the span of, what, less than a month, whereas before then, I don't reckon I'd beat a video game in maybe 3 months, honestly. I mean, last year I beat 2 video games. Club Obscure, because it was quite amazing, and the Oblivion remaster for quite a similar reason, but they were just 2 games that I kind of had. I mean, Oblivion remaster is a game I've been looking forward to playing since it released. I just had to wait a couple months to play it. And Club Obscure was a game that I was sort of like, at first I was really apprehensive about playing it. I'm a really big fan of the Final Fantasy series, and I wasn't like 100% sure how it was going to hold up to the older turn-based ones. But then, hey man, playing it whilst, I guess just playing it. I played it after the Final Fantasy YouTuber I watch glazed it, saying it's what Final Fantasy 7 remake should have been, and honestly playing it, it was amazing. It was maybe the best turn-based RPG I've played in years. Beating it was fun. I beat it all in a very short amount of time, and I mean, Didn't do any of the side content, literally just beat the main story. But that's kind of how I play games. I go A to B, and then if I really loved the game, I'll go back and do side content. Hey, Bear, you want a treat, mate? He doesn't want a treat, okay. Yeah, and then I play the side content afterwards if I really enjoy the game. And I did really enjoy Clay Obscure, but I couldn't force myself to play the side content like I normally can. Which I know sounds a bit weird having to force myself, but I loved Clay Obscure. I loved the combat, I loved the gameplay, I loved the story, I loved the difficulty. But the problem is, and I probably would have played all the side content afterwards if it wasn't for the fact that I finished the latter half of the game with my partner watching me play, and her watching me play gives a bit of time crunch. Not that my partner isn't patient, she is patient. She's patient with my bullshit. But when it comes to stories and games, she just kind of wants the next part to happen. And when you're dying 100 times on a boss because you're trying to play it on the hardest difficulty, it becomes, less enjoyable for her. So I had to turn it down to the lowest difficulty for her so that she could, not be as bored as I played through when she watched me. Which, playing on the easy difficulty, kind of killed I want to continue playing it. I mean, I think as playing most games on an easy difficulty, I forgot it, my watch decided to pause. See, I track these walks on my watch, but despite the fact the watch cost me a stupid amount of money, it never fucking works. Let me give me a second to fix it. There we go, he has fixed the watch. Oh, we've got into a bit of a... Yeah, the weather. I need to think about weather in these. It's like ultimate British small talk, really, isn't it? The sun, as you guys can fucking see from the lens flare there, is pounding. I mean, it's like 10 AM now, literally just turned, and the sun is going off on a crazy one still. Not been much rain either. This past couple of days, honestly, have kind of been perfect in the daytime. Nice, warm, sunny, beautiful. But I spent my time before work once this starts to warm up, because I'm waking up at like 5, 6 AM. No matter what, it's sort of how my body clock works. But because of that, my first couple hours of the day is sort of bleak, dark and cold still, especially at the moment. It was 0 degrees last night, so everything in my back garden was really nice and icy whilst the sun was coming up, and you just got to wait for the sun to warm things up before you can go out. Right now it is 10 AM and it's like 10 degrees, which I'm sure doesn't sound that mad, but when you come from everything being below 5 for months, 10 is quite nice, and it will get hotter. It'll get up to 16, and 16 is quite hot for a fucking fat pasty ginger like myself. And my partner is pregnant, and she loves the heat normally, but this is doing her in. Still counting down the days to our holiday. We've got 2 weeks left now, or some bullshit like that. I think it's 2 weeks left. Then the Friday after that, we're away. We're down south. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to, the 7 days off work. Hopefully I get a couple leading up to it and a couple afterwards, but I very much doubt that. I took Friday off because my partner had a medical emergency and needed my help. And in turn, I've taken 2 more shifts this week, which hopefully, a bit more money towards that holiday. Spending money is always nice, isn't it, guys? But yes, usually I use these as like a chance to talk, but life is going pretty good. Recently I've really been thinking a lot about growing up. I think as kids we're so unaware of what's going on around us, and as soon as you're an adult, you get thrown into it head first. No warning on like taxes, no warning on what is and isn't right. You go from being a kid to being an adult instantly. We don't get taught this sort of stuff at school. We don't get taught this sort of stuff. I thank my mum greatly for doing everything she could to sort of make sure we weren't. Oh damn, this would be a nice spot. To make sure we were prepared. She did a great job of that. But still, no matter what happens, you're getting thrown in head first without much knowledge of what's going on. You know what? That's how reasonable or unreasonable is it to get to this spot, do we reckon? I think I might give it a little. Bear! Over here. I think I might give it a little go trying to get up. Give me a second, guys. Oh, okay, he's up. Oh, I've never seen quite a mighty fucking tree. That water flowing there. I mean, Bear is, if anybody's worried, he's right there. I can see him. He's nice and close. I'll give this a little look. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a Scooby-Dooby Hunter TikTok spot review of this place, I reckon. Maybe not today, but this has definitely got potential because Bear is over there. Bear, come over here. Come over here, buddy. I got treats. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick break here. My physiotherapist told me I'm only allowed to walk 15 minutes at a time. So I'm just trying to, stick to what she's told me. I'm just going to quickly perch my bottom here for a second. This is not the ideal bottom perching spot here, but I'm not trying to be in the ideal spot right now. Bear! Treat! There we go. Yeah. Oh, there are definitely... sitting on that side with my feet dangling down there would be so much more ideal, but I've got the dog with me, so standing here will be fine. That should distract him for a while, though, so I'm going to just going to try and bush. Does my phone rest here? It just open you guys up a little bit. See, the pleasures of having an Android phone, eh? But your iPhone couldn't do that. Oh, Bear just took a kiss. Bear, you still looking for your biscuit, mate? I might give him another biscuit. I'm just going to get up on this tree a little bit more. It's falling down. There we go. Just rest my weary neck. Oh, do you know, I've put you guys in a place that's kind of an awful position for viewing, so I'm just going to hold you again. God, it might almost look stupid, but this, it's quite a nice spot, Sitting on here is very. I'm sort of set up now. It's kind of precarious, but it's quite nice. Oh yeah. Anyway, we're thrown into things just head first, aren't we? Like our responsibilities. You don't really realise it until you're an adult how much our parents were going through, which explains so much of what they were doing and how they were thinking. Because if they were going through, even half as much as we're going through, which I imagine they were because they had jobs and they had us. Life must have been hard. And I feel like we don't really give our parents enough credit in life until we ourselves are parents, or we ourselves are adults with jobs and whatnot. And all parents make mistakes, but so I'll make mistakes when I'm a parent. I've got my daughter's on the way, and I know I'm going to make mistakes. It's part of being. It's not part of being human. Part of being an adult is making mistakes. So we should own our mistakes. We should let our mistakes be something we can improve ourselves through, not something that we look down on ourselves on for and stuff like that. Oh, Bear has decided. Fucking hell. Context, because I don't think I've ever made a video. Was like this is usually a creek with no water. This water's grown exceedingly fucking fast. We walk over here before, so actually I think I probably have. I reckon in the last video even the water would have been less. Here we go, this is a spot we can sit at and Bear. He can definitely run away, but he won't. I just want to make sure you guys can. Okay. It's a niche thing to start talking about randomly in a video, but I grew up with quite a young mother, and as a kid having a young mum is cool because your mum is fun. And I love my mum's great. My mum is fun. And as an adult, I think it's even better because I don't just have a mother. I have a friend. I have a parent who I can consider my friend, who I can hang out with, I can talk to. I literally tell my mum everything, which I think is quite unusual. Not because I'm a mummy's boy, but because my mum is my friend. She's one of my best mates. We talk all the time, and having younger siblings as well as an adult. I'm 21 now, in August, and my youngest sibling is 6 years old, and that's quite a big age gap. I was 15 when she was born, and it's really cool, especially with my baby on the way, being able to talk to my mum about like school stuff, first school stuff, baby stuff, all that, and there being sort of a mutual topic because it hasn't been 21 years since she had a baby. It's been 6. It hasn't been 20 years since she's had a 1-year-old. It's been 5. It hasn't been 15 years since she has had to deal with a kid. For the past 6 years, she still had a kid. So I have someone who I can talk to who is currently experiencing having a kid in this generation, my younger sibling Robin is the same generation as my daughter. They're going to have similar like childhood interests and similar things they're going to grow up watching, and similar TV shows and, you know, similar curriculums and stuff like that. It's really nice, but at least it's nice having someone in my life who has also experienced it recently enough to talk about it. And same goes with one of my best mates who also has a kid, the same as my younger sister. But it's like, you know, having all of that, having someone to talk to about all of it and all the stresses are so nice, because there are stresses. Bear! Give me a second. Bear! This dog is the worst. Bear! Everybody! Here! Bear! 1 second, guys. I need to get this dog. I need to see her. You want this treat? Or do you want this treat? You want these treats, Bear? Right, I'm going to just leave him a little pile of treats right here on the floor. There you go. The dog's got quite a nice pile of... We're all out now in the bag. The other one's there. Yeah, it's nice. Oh, as I was saying, it's nice to have someone I can talk to and, you know, get my worries out about, and have recently enough experienced it that their advice still holds up. You know, it's nice. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people get that experience, at least with their parents. You know, some of us have friends and whatnot, but it's nice having that experience with my mum, and having my mum be one of my best friends, and my mum be someone I can talk to. And I know this is random to bring up out of nowhere in a video, but, you know, it's kind of the entire point of these videos, and I just talk about what's on my mind, talk about life. Maybe someone is going to watch this and like take something out of this, you know, I doubt it, but it's nice. It's nice to think about. Dogs are weird, isn't it? Dogs really do just have us living life. I'm thinking back to last spring when the weather was turning like, I mean, nothing nowhere near this good, but no, when the weather was turning good, I wasn't out walking my dog in fields or out enjoying myself. I didn't have a dog. I was at home with my cat, fucking sitting on the sofa with my mates, bumming about, and it was enjoyable, but it was no way to live my life, especially as I lived so close to the countryside. I lived so close to something so beautiful and nice even then. You know, my life back then was work, home, fucking do shit I don't really care about, watch TV, go to sleep and then go back to work. I worked, like 6 days a week last spring. I didn't get to enjoy the sun. I didn't get to enjoy everything that was going on. Life literally was work, drink, watch TV. I was watching TV shows I wasn't interested in just because my friends were interested in it. We don't have to like things because I made to like them. And then it was sleep, repeat, doing that every single day. And then my one day off was spent doing basically the same fucking shit, because I had one day off, so all of my housework I had to get done, I had to do in one day off, you know? Making much enjoyment of myself, enjoyment in life back then, and now it's different, you know? You get to enjoy way more. I mean, mainly aquariums. I quite enjoy an aquarium. Top 3 experiences, really, aren't they? Aquarium's great. Oh, there's a lovely little ladybug down here. I'm going to try and get it on this stick here to show you guys. It's a yellow and black one, so I'm not going to touch it with my hands because I can never remember if those ones are poisonous or not. It doesn't matter. I actually don't think any ladybugs are poisonous. I think it was probably a lie we were told growing up. It might just be a lie that just I was told, and in saying that in this video I'm going to find out. This is just a weird niche thing my parents lied to me about, but I'm pretty sure they're poisonous ladybugs. Oh, me and my sister was having a debate actually the other day about ladybugs. Do you guys reckon they're called... top tip. Do you guys reckon they're called ladybugs or ladybirds? I for the longest time thought they were ladybirds. She's told them they're ladybugs, and frankly, you don't want to disobey your girlfriend, you have to agree. So they must be ladybugs. Man, you know, it's nice being out here as it's warming up. I'm going to get back to walking now, instead of rambling about random shit, because I'm now picking a stick apart. That's the ADHD. You know, the ADHD meds, these were much easier before I was medicated, but I didn't have the motivation to do them. It's kind of like a best of both worlds. You know, when I was really high, I always had someone to talk about, because that's how I had to be, because I was always anxious, or I was had to take my medical marijuana for my anxiety meds. It's not really as much of a problem, if you know what I mean. He always loves this thing. He loves running around it and hiding from me, so I get scared. I quite like it. I mean, I'm imagining that this is a big pile that he's planning on. There's a farmer's field. He's planning on burning at some point. You know, just to get rid of it. But until then, it's quite a nice pile of wood to look at, and you know, the dog, almost with 100% certainty, is right there, hiding away from it. He just likes being in the corner that I can't see him. He's looking, going, "Oh, how'd you know I see you, man?" Yeah. I love that. It's just, I think this might just be a weird thing my family do, but we give all of our animals voices, and then just do it every single time we're trying to talk as our animals. I think it's quite fun. It's quite whimsical, really. Another amazing thing my mum set out for us to do. You know, being raised by neurodivergent parents, when you're a neurodivergent person, it's quite good. It's quite beneficial. Now, and you know, my mum was self-aware, so I've always got someone who knows sort of similarly to what I'm going through. And I get to enjoy life a bit more, you know. Plus, it makes you more self-aware and avoid you from making mistakes that some people make when they don't really realise. So I just recorded the TikTok on that spot because I forgot. I have to go into it. I think me and Bear are walking back, and I think that's what Bear's do. So I kind of like letting these walks be led by Bear, really. You know, because sometimes you're not in the mood to walk a massive amount. Sometimes, you know, he's probably not in the mood to walk a massive amount. I'm going to go get Bear on the lead because I think I just seen the farmer coming up. You know, you're not always in the mood to walk massive amounts. The dog isn't always in the mood. Well, myself, we always let the dog sort of choose how far and how long we're walking. Yeah. If he chooses to walk this far and long, he will choose to walk this far and long. If he chooses to walk shorter, he chooses to walk shorter. At least the dog is happy, which is the main reason I'm walking the dog, is to make him happy. Do you know? I'm aware it's for his exercise, but the amount he fucking eats of treats and steaks, probably was not eating today, really. He's got the shits because he eats 2 steaks a day and loads of treats because he refuses to do anything else. Frankly, I think if I was in charge of feeding him, I probably would just keep on giving him dog kibble and wet food until he, you know, started eating it. But dog's a dog, what are you going to do? As long as he's happy, that's all we really care about. I always love this rusty little metal trough. It's always like, I'm out of breath though. These new ADHD meds, I say new, this is my first time on ADHD meds. They do make breathing quite a bit. Well, they don't make breathing harder. They make my heart rate faster, which also makes breathing harder, and I'm already asthmatic. But, you know, I'm exercising, I expect my heart rate to go up. They do say don't exercise within the first 4 hours of your medication because your heart can shoot up to being rapid, but I was kind of already used to that with exercise being asthmatic, so I don't get enough oxygen into my body anyway. I'm still waiting on a appointment with the respiratory clinic. I had my little letter through telling me to just sit tight because they are on their way to me. I'm on the waiting list, which is good. My knee, I know I've already mentioned it, but it is sort of recovering bit by bit slowly. But as soon as one thing gets better, another 2 things get worse. I don't know if it's just the normal with injuries, but you know what it's like. This is quite, oh god. You know, I'm never usually out of breath on these walks. I know you guys can hear my heavy breathing. I do apologise for that in all the videos. Sort of something uncontrollable by me. I'm on a cut at the moment, you know, trying to cut down. I mean, I've already lost, I think, 15 kilos, something like that in the past 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks, sorry, 2 months. Which is impressive completely. You know, I mean, helped in part to my ADHD meds and the walk I'm actually doing for this. This is kind of using these vlogs and the TikToks as an excuse to exercise more. They get me out, they get me walking. You know, I mean, I'm sure ideal world I could get myself motivated to do it without doing stuff like this, but it's fun, isn't it? It's working for me. And sometimes what really matters is that it's working for you. This is a method that works. It gets me out, it gets me active. Oh, Bear's just, sorry, I'm showing you guys my dog pissing, but let's give Bear some fuss. Bear! What's the fuss, bud? Oh, we'll take some fuss, won't he? We'll take some fuss. Should we see if he wants a treat? No, he doesn't want a treat. Okay. Oh. Well, I don't have to tell the father-in-law that Bear was not interested in a single treat on this walk. Usually Bear is much more interested in treats. God, that and these. Sorry, I'm sure you guys can hear my mouth, but I've got a really dry mouth from my ADHD meds again. It's just a normal side effect. I've got to brush my teeth way more and drink more water, but then I can't drink too much water. I'm going to get water intoxication, which has happened more than once because I'm just trying to get rid of the dry mouth. I find chewing gum really helps, which is also a top 10 stoner tip. Every time you session, bring a bit of chewy with you. It's a bit nice and easy to chew on. It makes you salivate. Sugar-free. Extra spearmint gum I find is the best option for me. For fucking not sponsored, by the way. Free promo. I find it's the best one for me. It keeps my mouth nice and moist. I mean, genuinely helps maintain it. God, look at me giving out tips. Tried to teach one of my friends how to roll the other day, and I think I did a decent job. I think he's getting there. His improvement was very quick, very efficient. Better than I improved my first time. But granted, I didn't have a teacher. I do think one of those things you can't really be taught. You either kind of have to know how to do it or don't know how to do it. But being taught the basics and shown the basics by someone helps you learn rather than necessity. But nowadays, needing to learn how to roll isn't as important. Even here in the UK, where cannabis is still widely illegal unless for medical purposes, such as my own, carts are still, they're fairly cheap and available. And they're not all spice like we'd expect. A lot of them are spice, but you've got some that are really, they're not good quality or high quality live rosin, but still you've got live rosin and they're still fairly cheap. And all things considered, you don't really think about it like that, but they are. So the necessity and the skill of rolling is needed less and less by people who are just everyday smokers, once every so often smokers, And I still fun skill. I prefer having my medical cannabis than any other method, but I enjoy rolling. So sometimes I do be rolling Mr. Professor Herb CBD hemp, just so I have that sort of rolling feel, and just like putting them back in my pot, never using them. It's nice and enjoyable, isn't it? Right, we've come our walk with Bear. The gate is right there, so we're going to go home. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like, subscribe. What else am I meant to say? Ring that notification bell. That's what you meant to say, innit? Bear, say goodbye, man. Yeah, Bear doesn't want to say bye to you guys. Right, see ya. Thanks for watching.